Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Out of Ammo Out of Time. I'm your host Crabbyterror8 and here we are with a brand new series of the Investigator Games. This one using Elder Sign Omens. Now for those of you who are new to the channel and don't know what the Investigator Games are, we take each of the investigators in the different Arkham Files games and we run them through a scenario solo, see how they go, and then we put them in a table. I don't have a table to show you yet because this is the first investigator of this series that we're going to take through this particular game, and this is Sister Mary, the guardian angel, and then we'll see how they go. And depending on how they go, we put them in a league table from the best performing to the worst performing investigator. We'll start with Yig here. So Yig, I think, is the easiest of all of the old ones or the old gods, and you can see you only need to collect 10 Elder Signs to seal Yig away and win. So relatively easy from that perspective compared to some of the others, but we'll take each of the investigators through and see how we go. If you're new to Elder Signs, you haven't played it before, I would really encourage that you do. The reason I'm playing this version and not the actual game version is I've played this a lot, so I really like this version. It's relatively easy to play on either Steam or on an iPad. I know it's not the same as the tabletop version, there are some differences, but just for ease of time and speed, and it's a really great game, so I really want to play it this way. As I said, we're not doing this as groups, it'll be true solo. And what's nice is that the score and the number of turns which we're going to use in the league is also organized for you, so it makes it very easy to do that. We don't have to worry about logging those. So let's, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so I'm a little bit chesty at the moment, so I do apologize if I'm coughing and spluttering somewhat. So let's just go around the houses and just have a look here. So Sister Mary, she's a guardian angel. She's a fantastic investigator here in this game. She ignores locked glyphs, which is really handy, particularly on harder modes, and particularly if you start with something like a locked green glyph and a yellow and a red glyph, things can get really nasty. So that is really fantastic, and is immune from the nightly mythos effect, which is also really great as well. So very handy from that perspective. She starts with some really nice tokens to start with, the double yellow and the yellow and the red together for the Tommy gun, which means that gives her a really good boost. The Book of Diazone, which is a red glyph, and also a enchanted weapon which she can lock a glyph away. So pretty strong opening hand. She has 7 sanity, but as you can see, her physical health is low, so that's the thing we've got to be really careful of, because she can die relatively easy from that perspective. So she's a strong investigator, but she's physically really quite weak. So here we are, and I think we're ready to roll. We're here at the entrance of the museum, and there are a number of locations which are already out. I can already see there is a midnight effect location, so we'll be wanting to get rid of that, forthwith, as quickly as we can. So let's just go through and see what the different ones are. So there's Lights Out, which the fail state for Lights Out would be particularly disastrous for Sister Mary. Not only a doom, but 2 health loss. And also, it's one way you have to kind of fulfill each of the activities in order. So really quite a nasty one. There's no adventure effect, but I'm probably going to be leaving that one, even though it gives me an Elder Sign. It's a high risk one. Becoming Other, well, you lose sanity, which isn't too bad. you get lots of stuff, including an elder sign. So this one's not too bad, actually. This is definitely worth thinking about. But we will need some extra glyphs if we're going to do that one. There's obviously the entrance. Hallway fire, again, is probably one we want to avoid. It's a little bit like lights out. We don't get any elder signs, and we also lose 2. In fact, we could lose 4 health on this, so we're not going anywhere near this. Assassination attempt. Wow. Wow. This is high risk, high return here. We could end up dead and with doom. So this one is a particularly, it could work, but I don't really want to be attempting. And this one here, at midnight a monster appears. Now this isn't too bad because the failure rate's low, so this might be worth considering. Finally, ancient relics is perfectly fine for picking up extra spells. It's only a sanity. This is a relatively easy one, so long as we don't get hit too many times by the terror effect. So of all of those, I'm thinking we start with the midnight one. It's always a good idea to get rid of midnight ones. It's just extra effects that we don't need, and it's got an elder token, and we get some extra spells. So I think we'll go ahead and do this one. You become that which you fear the most. So here we go. You become that which you fear the most. So here we are. Now, I think, what shall we use? I think we'll keep our double glyph for something else. I think I'm just going to use the red one at the moment because we can also seal something away. Let's just see how we go. Hopefully, there we go. So we get 2 in the opening hand, which is very nice. So we just need 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal away 1. Nice. I'm going to get rid of one of these and seal away the other. There we go. So now we just need a 3rd one. So hopefully that comes up. And there we go. There's our 3. 1, 2, 3. In fact, we didn't need the red. But there we go. We got our success. We got a monster, but we also got a monster killer as well. So we got our first elder sign in our first turn. A monster has appeared over here. So there we go. That's a good start. So we do Sister Mary again. So we've got another 3 turns before midnight comes around. Yeah, so we can, let's have a look. What did we get here? This is part of the assassination. This has made this even more impossible. I mean, we could kill this monster. We have a monster kill, which would get rid of this, but would add a doom. And then we've got to get 4 skulls. So that's just too difficult. That's not too bad. That's something to consider because that, if we can manage to do that without expending many spells, that would be quite good. This one I feel very, very nervous about. Even though we've got a re-roll, there's a high likelihood of failure on that one. This one doesn't feel too bad, actually. I'm actually feeling this one would actually be quite a good one, becoming other. So I'm actually going to have a go at this because I think we can do this one. Let's go ahead and do this one, becoming other. By the way, I should have said this. If you haven't played this, please go ahead and play it in real life. I'm assuming you know how to play this one already. So I'll put in the double glyphs. There we go. We're really, really set up. There's no order effect here. We just need to, and we do have a re-roll if we really, really need one. Hopefully we won't need it. So what should we do first here? I mean, I could use this here, but I probably want to keep it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do the 4 and the skull first. So we'll get rid of that. There we go. The next one, this is going to be really easy. I don't think we even needed the red. And then finally, we just need a 2. We probably didn't need it anyway, but better to be safe than sorry. And we get another elder sign. There we go. So things are going pretty well for Sister Mary so far. Not too bad. Okay. So it's midday. We've already got 2 elder signs, so things are going well. We've got lots and lots of glyphs to keep us going. So now we've got to decide what we're going to do next. Hallway on fire. I think we just avoid hallway on fire. We're just going to burn ourselves. Here we go. This is forgotten knowledge. So this is again a relatively easy one for us to get many more spells. I'm trying to remember how much we've got 4 at the moment. So if we get to I think it's if we get to 10, we can use that to buy an elder sign, so that would be worthwhile doing. Haunted by a shadowy figure. Oh, this seems relatively easy, actually. As long as we get those two. And we've got a re-roll, so I'm thinking this one is a good one because the payoff is pretty high. It's just the monster, but we've got a monster killing thing. So let's do this one, haunted by a shadowy figure. Do we commit anything to it? I'm actually thinking we try not to. Let's see how we go. And we get a skull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 2 and commit the skull because I'm hoping that we can get away. There we go. We didn't need to do anything. So we get that, and once again we get another elder sign and we get a ton of stuff. So we're really doing pretty okay here, although we brought out a couple of monsters. It doesn't feel like the end of the world. So Sister Mary's doing pretty well here, but midnight is going to strike, I think, after this time, so we're just into the evening. So let's just have a look and see where things are at. So hallway on fire is still the hallway on fire, and we're not going to touch this with a barge pole. Yep. Forgotten knowledge is definitely worth thinking about. It would give us extra glyphs and spells and things. Assassination attempt. As I said, we could kill the monster and then we could try and get the 4 skulls, which would be, which would really, really push us along. But I feel like it's still risky. It's risky-ish anyway. Ancient relics. And there's the other monster. So this one's become a bit less attractive. And lights out. Yes, probably lights out is more doable now than it was before. But it's these 2 physical trauma that's the problem. And then fragments of knowledge. I'm liking this one. This is great. Fragments of knowledge is perfect. There's no nasty effects here. We can get another elder sign, and the downside is just loss of 2 sanity, which we can deal with. So that's a no-brainer. Let's go with this one, fragments of knowledge. Okie dokie. Do we want to commit anything to this? Well, let's commit a red glyph. Yep. So let's put that in. We can re-roll if we need to, but hopefully we won't need to. So let's see how we go. So that was I was going to say it's a terrible roll, but we can actually get rid of something here. So I think we get rid of that as our first action. Then we'll roll again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could do that. Or do we try and re-roll for 2? I think we get rid of this one. And roll again. Now there we go. We've got one of these. So let's try and re-roll for the others. Let's see if we can put that one back. Nope. Let's try again. No. Okay. Okay, so I'll throw one away. I'll put this in here. Otherwise, I think things are going to get pretty nasty. Yes, we did it. Oh my goodness, we didn't need the yellow glyph. Doesn't matter. I thought we were going to fail it for sure, but we passed. Oh, that was lucky. There we go. Okay, so the first midnight comes around. And here we go. First midnight comes around. Draw breath. Here it comes. Bong. First midnight. Mythos effect. Doom +2. Ouch. 2 doom. And a monster appears. Wow. Lots of monsters. I think we have 2 ways of killing monsters though now. Bind monster. And Outer God's Flute. Yeah, defeat. So we can defeat a couple of monsters. We've got 8. How many do we need for an Elder Sign from the souvenir shop? 10. So we're getting there. That's good. So after 1 round or 1 day cycle, things are going pretty well for Sister Mary. We've managed to achieve 4 Elder Signs. There are quite a lot of monsters around the museum now, though, and Yig has managed to gain 2 Doom. So things are a little bit difficult, but we've got plenty of things in our kit bag. Although mainly we've got monster removal and a red glyph. So I think we should be okay here. So let's just see what we should do now. We need to keep up getting these Elder Signs, and if we can get a couple more tokens, we can actually buy an Elder Sign. So Hallway on Fire has become we're not going anywhere near Hallway on Fire. That can just stay as it is. Forbidden Knowledge would be good. It's not going to give us an Elder Sign, but it's going to give us lots of tokens, so that might be worth considering. Blood on the Floor is definitely worth considering. The downside's not too bad. I'm definitely going to go for this one. Let's just see what the other one's. Assassination Attempt. I mean, the payoff is huge, but the downside is just terrible. That could go south so easily, and we could die. We're not touching that. Ancient Relics. Well, we could get rid of the monster, I guess, but that would add a Doom. Lights Out is risky. We get an Elder Sign, but it's risky. So yes, definitely Blood on the Floor is the way to go. So here we go, Blood on the Floor. All right, so I think, is it worth trying to avoid... So we don't have... we can re-roll. We could try and get all of these without the... I think, let's see how we go. So we get a 2. That's easy enough to get. Then let's see if we can get a 3. Well, we do, but... yeah, or is it better to actually... or is it better to discard? No, let's go for the 3. All right. So now all we need to do is to get the skull and the... I can't remember what that's called now, whatever the token is. Okay, let's see if we can get away without using the red here. Oh, well, we got one of them. Let's re-roll the other 2. See if we can do it. If not... Yes, we did it. We didn't need to use our red glyph. So there we go. We got it. Okay, so our ability to go around a turn or around and get an Elder Sign is staying up now. So that was good. Okay, so System Area, we keep this up, we'll be doing well. Okay, so yeah, we've got lots of good stuff. So what Lights Out is still not something we want to consider. So in the missing records, okay, this doesn't give us anything except a couple of re-rolls, which actually re-rolls are quite good. If re-rolls, we could use that. We have our 10, so we could buy ourselves an Elder Sign, but we can keep that. We're not doing Hallway on Fire. We could do Forgotten Knowledge. We're not doing Assassination Attempt. Ancient Relics doesn't feel like it's worth it. So it's whether we do this, we try this Lights Out, which is a really risky proposition, because we've got 1 red glyph, 1 yellow glyph, and we can re-roll. So it's not too bad. The downside is quite high. So either what we could do is we could try and do something like Missing Records, get a couple more re-rolls, see if we can do that without using anything, and then we could then try the other one. I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Is it better than this one? That feels like that's a harder one. So why don't we do that? Why don't we want to do this one, but I just feel like the problem is not with the glyphs, but just getting these doubles at the right time. So having more re-rolls would definitely be worthwhile. So let's see if we can do it here with this one. So the Missing Records. Let's see if we can do it without having to do anything. Oh, that was a bit of a... All right, let's put in a skull and keep a 3. Oh dear, this is not... Let's... think I'm going to have to re-roll this. There's the 3 and the and the scroll. Hopefully we can. I think this is going to end up. Wonder what. I think this is going to end up being more difficult than we thought. There we go. We got it, but we used a lot more than we wanted to there. That was a bit annoying. Well, it might throw up something better. Oh yes, it has thrown up something better. So there we go. A little bit disappointing we didn't get a sign that time. But what's this here? This is a. Hold on. Before we do that, elder sign is we get 2 re-rolls and an elder sign, and we put the doom back by 1. So it's actually a really, really good one to get. Let me just, sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we need to get, have we got what we need? We've got 2 re-rolls and a yellow. It doesn't feel too bad. I think we can do this. Let's do it. This would be a good one to get. So let's bring out the yellow. And let's start with a scroll. And we easily get the scroll, but we take a sanity, no biggie. Okay, and we just need another scroll. And we don't get another scroll, so we will, I think we'll re-roll that. And yes, we get a scroll, but we also take a damage, which we might need to, got to be careful because some midnight effects also do that. So now all we need is a scroll and a 2, and we do it. Scroll and a 2, we didn't even need the yellow after all that. There we go, we got the elder sign, do went backwards, very nice. Things are going pretty well, actually. We've just got to be a little bit careful about our health, because it would be easy to forget that our health is low and then find ourselves in a very nasty situation. So let's just have a look here. Now we've got an elder sign that we can also get. We could also, of course, do a first aid and improve ourselves, but I feel like at the moment we're okay, but we can't afford to lose any more health, because if we go to midnight and we lose another health, we're dead. So the secret gathering is a really, really great one because it allows us to get an extra world, but at the moment we just can't risk it, so I'm not going to do that one. Lights out, no. Oh, okay. What do we do here? We've got knowledge, which would just give us extra spells. That would really, really boost up. And we're actually a bit low on spells. But this is 8. So the problem is we don't... Yeah, that's actually quite high. So, no, we're not doing the assassination attempt. We could get rid of one of the monsters, and then this is an easy win, which would give us extra things. This one I really, really want to do, but not at the moment. Yeah, this was the one we were thinking of doing, but there's no way we can do this at the moment. So perhaps the best thing to do is to go to first aid. And oh, it'll cost us 4, won't it? Oh, we cost us 2. Let's do that. Let's get our health back, and let's just see how the midnight effect goes. So the midnight effect, just a monster. That's all right. We can deal with monsters wherever they are. So here we are. That's the second midnight effect that we've had. So, Sister Mary, we've slowed down a little bit. We're up to 6 elder signs, but only 1 doom. But now there's 4 monsters on the board, so there's lots and lots of monsters. We've got ways of dealing with monsters, but we don't have much else except re-rolls. So we need to do something about that. Oh, I see. It's on that one now. This would be great to do this one. I'm actually thinking we do this one because we can manage that. This isn't too bad. Terror 1 Sanity we can deal with. It is another monster, but it means we get an elder sign and we get a gate. So I'm liking this one. Now, yeah, we've just got 3 rerolls, so hopefully we can do this no problem. And there we go. That's the 2 scrolls, so that's a good start. So we just need 6 now. Oh, okay, so we better reroll. I'm going to reroll everything. 2, 4, 5. So we're nearly there. We've just got to put these in, and hopefully we'll get a 2 or a 3, and we do. 3, 5, 7. There we go, easy. Very nice. It does mean another monster, but then the gate is going to allow us to, Yuggoth, going to allow us to get more elder signs. So pretty good. But now we've only got 2 rerolls. Let's have a look at Yuggoth. Oh, well, we ignore locked glyphs, which is just as well. Yeah, we have the ability that we ignore locked glyphs, which is really fantastic because otherwise we'd have to deal with this to unlock this glyph. Yeah, we'd have to get rid of this, but we don't need to. So Yuggoth. Yeah, the problem is we need some extra. Sorry. No, we're not going to Yuggoth. We're going back to the map. We need some extra spells. So we can either buy them from the souvenir shop, or is there administration office? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good as well. Is there an easy way to get spells? That was probably the easiest way. I think I'm going to get a red glyph. I'm going to buy a red glyph, if that's what I get. I don't know what I got, actually. Did I get... Ah. Okay. This allows us to... you can change the glyph result to a lore. So we want something where there's lore involved, which there isn't here, so it wouldn't help us there. The administration office, it's not going to help us there either. It would help us here. So we could kill both of those, and then it's a relatively easy, but then uses up all our... But you know what? That would give us extra things. So I'm actually thinking I might do this one and just get rid of these monsters because we need the... Okay, we'll roll up first. We'll get rid of her. She's gone. Oh, that's good. We get some 2 extra. Then I'm going to get rid of him. Yep. So there we get some extra. So all we have to do now is just get a scroll and a 3, and there we go. Scroll and a 3. So, and we get some extra. Great. Fantastic. That's much better now. Okay. We're losing a little bit of momentum compared to where we were, but we're still doing well. We still still not far away. And I think really we're up to 8 because we've got enough to buy one. So, okay. So let's see. What have we got now? So we can do a lore. We can hold something and we can draw 3 times. So we're looking for something that's going to help us from that perspective. Not that one. Oh, here we go. Crazed Writings. This looks really easy. Let's do this one. This is really easy. I don't know we even need to do anything here. I think we can probably get away with, let's just see how we go. All right, so the first thing is, well, we've got a thing with a law, so let's start with this one. Get rid of that. Then we've got the 4. Let's go on with that. So let's see whether we can find the scroll. Nope. Let's try again. Nope. This allows us to do the scroll. So let's, here we go, final. Come on, give us a scroll. No, so we will use this and we'll give ourselves a scroll. No big deal. And we get it. There we go. There we go. I mean, we didn't get much for it, but it's really, now we only need to get one more and we're done. Oh, I get a midnight effect. Oh my goodness. That's the thing I hate about this game, is getting a midnight effect just before midnight. That is just the worst. That is so unfair. Doom +1 and a monster. Yeah. Okay, thanks Yig. And also 1 stamina to the team. Wow, that could have been really nasty. That was an effect we couldn't have done anything about. Okay, here we are. So all we need to do is just get one more elder sign, and we're done. Well, we're not going to get it from there. I wish I'd kept those. Oh boy, look at that. That is just brutal. Can we get this one? This one is probably but you know what? The first thing we need to do before we do this is we need to we need to buy some things. So I'm going to buy a red. That's my first action. Are we going to, could potentially, that's not what I wanted to do, sorry. -1 stamina to the team. Second action. Oof. That would be bad. Here we go. The administration office. Let's do it. This is easy. We should get this easy. He says, famous last words. So let's commit a red glyph. We've got, we should be able to do this easily. Okay. So we get the 3. Do we want to hold anything in place? I guess we do. Let's hold on, which one do we want to hold in place? The skull or the 3? Let's hold the skull in place, then we know we've got that. Okay, so let's go. We just need to get 6 now. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll again, and there we go. That's the admin office. So fantastic. So there we go. That's 9. And then finally, this is Sister Mary's final action. It's midday. We go here. We spend 10, and we do the 10. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sister Mary blitzed it. Oh, video's disabled. So here we go. Let's put in the names, just so we've got it here. Sister Mary, Season 1, Yig. There we go. She got a final score of 3,330. She did that in 5 turns, so it only took her 5 turns to do it. So in 5 turns, she managed to defeat Yig. So that was a pretty good run for Sister Mary. I will put her in a table for next time. I was pretty happy with how she went there, and for next time we will play Yig again, and the investigator who will be playing against Yig next time will be Harvey Walters. So I look forward to doing that. I hope you really liked this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm KrabbyTerror8 and I will see you next time. Goodbye.